What if everything you thought you knew about history was only half the story? Hidden deep within the rugged landscapes of Ethiopia lie 25 ancient relics, each holding secrets so profound they could rewrite the very fabric of our past. From towering obelisks to sacred artifacts shrouded in legend, these treasures challenge long-held beliefs and invite us to question the narratives we've been taught. Imagine standing before a relic so powerful it's said to hold the divine presence of God, or uncovering a monument that reveals a civilization far more advanced than we ever imagined. These aren't just artifacts, they're keys to unlocking mysteries that have puzzled historians, archaeologists, and explorers for centuries. By the end of this journey, you'll discover how these relics don't just tell the story of Ethiopia, they reshape our understanding of humanity itself. So, are you ready to step into the unknown and uncover the truths that history has tried to hide? Let's begin. Now, let's turn our attention to one of the most legendary and enigmatic relics in human history, the Ark of the Covenant. This sacred artifact, said to house the stone tablets of the Ten Commandments, has captivated imaginations for millennia. But what if I told you that this ancient treasure might not be lost to time, but instead hidden in the heart of Ethiopia? According to the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, the Ark has been safeguarded in the Church of Our Lady Mary of Zion in Axum for centuries. This claim is rooted in the Kebra Nagast, an ancient text that tells the story of how the Ark was brought to Ethiopia by Menelik I, the son of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. If true, this would not only place Ethiopia at the center of biblical history, but also challenge long-standing narratives about the Ark's fate. However, the authenticity of the Ark's presence in Ethiopia remains hotly debated. Scholars and skeptics argue that there's no concrete evidence to support its existence there, while believers point to the unwavering faith of the Ethiopian people and the Church's strict guardianship of the relic. The Ark's potential presence in Ethiopia raises profound questions. Could this relic rewrite our understanding of ancient religious traditions? And what does its existence, or even the belief in its existence, reveal about the intersection of faith, history, and identity? As we explore this mystery, one thing is certain: the Ark of the Covenant, whether myth or reality, continues to inspire awe and wonder, reminding us that some stories are too powerful to be forgotten. Now, shifting our focus to another monumental relic, we come to the towering obelisk of Axum. This ancient structure, standing at over 24 meters tall, is a testament to the ingenuity and grandeur of the Axumite civilization, which thrived in northern Ethiopia between the 1st and 7th centuries. Carved from a single piece of granite, the obelisk is adorned with intricate carvings that mimic the design of a multi-story building, complete with false doors and windows. These details are not just decorative, they offer a glimpse into the architectural sophistication of a society that once dominated trade routes linking Africa, the Mediterranean, and Asia. The obelisk is believed to have served as a funerary marker for Axumite royalty, symbolizing their power and connection to the divine. But the story of the obelisk of Axum doesn't end in antiquity. In the 20th century, it was looted by Italian forces during their occupation of Ethiopia and taken to Rome, where it stood for decades. Its eventual return to Ethiopia in 2005 was a moment of national pride and a powerful reminder of the country's rich heritage. The restoration of the obelisk not only brought it back to its rightful home, but also reignited interest in Axum's pre-Christian history, shedding light on a civilization that laid the foundations for Ethiopia's cultural and religious identity. As we marvel at this ancient monument, we're reminded of the enduring legacy of the Axumite Empire and its role in shaping the history of not just Ethiopia but the world. Moving from the towering obelisk of Axum, we now journey to the breathtaking rock-hewn churches of Lalibela, a site that continues to astonish historians and visitors alike. Carved directly into the rugged mountains of northern Ethiopia, These 11 medieval churches are not just places of worship, they are masterpieces of engineering and artistry. Imagine an entire complex of churches, each meticulously chiseled from solid rock, with intricate details that rival the finest cathedrals of Europe. The most famous of these, the Church of St. George, is shaped like a cross and stands as a testament to the devotion and skill of its creators. But how were these structures built? Theories abound, with some suggesting that the churches were constructed with the help of divine intervention, while others point to the advanced knowledge of medieval Ethiopian engineers. The precision of the carvings, the interconnected tunnels, and the sophisticated drainage systems all hint at a level of expertise that challenges our understanding of medieval technology. What's even more remarkable is that these churches are still in use today, serving as active centers of worship and pilgrimage. The Lalibela churches are not just relics of the past, they are living monuments that bridge the gap between history and the present, offering a glimpse into a time when faith and ingenuity came together to create something truly extraordinary. As we explore these architectural wonders, we're reminded of the enduring power of human creativity and the profound connection between culture, religion, and history. Now, let's turn our attention to a relic that marks a pivotal moment in Ethiopia's history, the tablet of King Ezana. This ancient stele, standing tall in the heart of Axum, is more than just a stone monument. It's a historical document carved in stone. Dating back to the 4th century, this tablet tells the story of King Ezana, the ruler who led the Axumite Empire through one of its most transformative periods, the adoption of Christianity. The tablet is inscribed in 3 languages: Ge'ez, the ancient Ethiopian language, as well as Greek and Sabaean, reflecting the empire's far-reaching connections. Its words reveal how King Ezana, influenced by his Christian upbringing, declared Christianity the official religion of Axum. This decision wasn't just a religious shift, it was a political and cultural revolution that reshaped the identity of the empire. What makes this relic so extraordinary is its dual role as both a historical record and a symbol of power. The inscriptions detail military victories, diplomatic achievements, and the king's devotion to his new faith, offering a rare glimpse into the intertwining of religion and politics in ancient Ethiopia. The tablet of King Ezana doesn't just tell us about the past, it helps us understand how faith and leadership can shape the destiny of a nation. As we reflect on this remarkable artifact, we're reminded of the profound ways in which history is written, not just in books but in stone, where the echoes of ancient decisions still resonate today. Next, we'll uncover another fascinating relic that connects Ethiopia to the mysteries of ancient Egypt, the Tomb of the False Door. Now, let's step into the shadows of history and explore a relic that bridges 2 ancient worlds, the Tomb of the False Door. Nestled in the ancient city of Axum, this enigmatic structure has puzzled historians and archaeologists for decades. At first glance, it resembles the false doors found in Egyptian tombs, but its presence in Ethiopia raises intriguing questions about the cultural connections between these 2 great civilizations. The Tomb of the False Door is believed to have been constructed during the height of the Axumite Empire, a time when Ethiopia was a major player in trade networks stretching from the Mediterranean to the Indian Ocean. The false door itself, a symbolic portal between the living and the dead, is a hallmark of ancient Egyptian funerary architecture. Its appearance in Axum suggests that the Axumites may have adopted or adapted Egyptian burial practices, possibly through trade or diplomatic exchanges. What makes this tomb particularly fascinating is its blend of local and foreign influences. While the false door echoes Egyptian design, the tomb's overall structure and inscriptions reflect distinctly Axumite traditions. This fusion of styles points to a rich cultural exchange where ideas and beliefs traveled across vast distances, shaping the spiritual and architectural landscape of ancient Ethiopia. The Tomb of the False Door also offers clues about the Axumite elite's aspirations. By incorporating elements of Egyptian grandeur, they may have sought to align themselves with the prestige and mystique of one of the ancient world's most revered civilizations. This relic not only highlights the interconnectedness of ancient cultures, but also underscores the Axumite Empire's ambition to position itself as a global power. As we ponder the mysteries of this tomb, we're reminded of the fluidity of cultural boundaries in the ancient world. The tomb of the false door stands as a testament to the enduring human desire to connect, adapt, and transcend. Next, we'll journey to the ruins of Yaha, where another relic awaits, offering a glimpse into Ethiopia's pre-Axumite past. Now, let's turn our attention to the ancient ruins of Yaha, a site that takes us even further back in time, long before the rise of the Axumite Empire. The Yaha Temple, often referred to as the Great Temple, stands as one of Ethiopia's oldest and most significant archaeological treasures. Dating back to around the 8th century before the Common Era, this temple offers a rare glimpse into a period when Ethiopia's cultural and religious identity was still taking shape. What makes the Yaha Temple so remarkable is its connection to the Sabaean civilization, a powerful kingdom from the southern Arabian Peninsula. The temple's architecture, with its finely cut stone blocks and precise masonry, bears a striking resemblance to Sabaean structures found in modern-day Yemen. This similarity has led scholars to believe that the Sabaeans may have had a profound influence on early Ethiopian society, possibly through trade, migration, or even conquest. But the Yaha Temple isn't just a testament to architectural skill, it's also a window into Ethiopia's early religious practices. The temple is believed to have been dedicated to Olmaka, the Sabaean moon god, suggesting that the people of Yaha worshipped deities from the Arabian Peninsula. This raises fascinating questions about how these foreign religious ideas were integrated into local traditions and how they may have evolved over time. Interestingly, the temple's ruins also hint at a transition in Ethiopia's spiritual landscape. As the centuries passed, the worship of Olmaka appears to have given way to new religious influences, including the rise of Christianity. The Yaha Temple, therefore, serves as a bridge between Ethiopia's pagan past and its later Christian identity, offering clues about how the region's religious practices transformed over millennia. The discovery of inscriptions and artifacts at the site has further deepened our understanding of this ancient civilization. These findings suggest that Yaha was not only a religious center, but also a hub of political and economic activity, playing a crucial role in the region's early development. As we explore the ruins of Yaha, we're reminded of the complexity of Ethiopia's history and the many layers of influence that have shaped its culture. The Yaha Temple challenges us to rethink our assumptions about Ethiopia's early religious practices and the connections it forged with distant civilizations. Next, we'll delve into the enigmatic Stelae of Tiya, where ancient carvings tell stories that continue to puzzle historians to this day. Now, let's journey to the mysterious Stelae of Tiya, a collection of ancient megaliths that stand as silent witnesses to a long-forgotten past. Located in southern Ethiopia, these towering stone monuments, some reaching over 2 meters in height, are adorned with intricate carvings that have baffled historians and archaeologists for decades. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Stelae of Tiya offer a fascinating glimpse into the rituals and beliefs of an ancient civilization that once thrived in this region. What makes these stelae so intriguing are the symbols etched into their surfaces. The carvings include depictions of swords, circles, and other enigmatic designs, each one hinting at a deeper meaning. Some researchers believe these symbols could represent weapons, suggesting that the stelae were erected to honor warriors or commemorate battles. Others propose that the carvings might be linked to ancient burial practices, serving as markers for graves or memorials for the deceased. Theories about the purpose of the Stelae of Tiya are as varied as they are compelling. One widely accepted idea is that these megaliths were part of a larger funerary complex, marking the resting places of important individuals. Excavations around the site have uncovered human remains buried beneath some of the stelae, lending weight to this theory. However, the exact identity of those buried here remains a mystery, leaving us to wonder about their roles in society and the significance of their memorials. Another intriguing possibility is that the stelae served as symbols of ancient rituals or spiritual practices. The carvings might have held religious or ceremonial significance, acting as a bridge between the physical and spiritual worlds. This interpretation opens up a world of questions about the beliefs and traditions of the people who created these monuments, offering a tantalizing glimpse into their worldview. The Stelae of Tiya also challenge our understanding of Ethiopia's prehistoric cultures. Unlike the more well-documented Axumite or Sabaean influences, the origins of these megaliths remain shrouded in mystery. Were they the work of a local civilization, or did they emerge from interactions with neighboring cultures? The answers to these questions could reshape our understanding of Ethiopia's ancient history and its connections to the wider world. As we stand before these ancient stones, we're reminded of the enduring power of human creativity and the mysteries that still lie buried beneath the sands of time. The Stelae of Tiya invite us to ponder the lives of those who came before us and the stories they left behind. Next, we'll explore the fascinating world of Axumite coins, where tiny pieces of metal reveal the vast trade networks and economic systems of one of Africa's greatest empires. Now, let's turn our attention to the Axumite coins, small but mighty artifacts that tell a story far larger than their size suggests. These ancient coins, minted by the Axumite Empire, are not just pieces of metal. They are windows into a sophisticated economic system and a thriving trade network that connected Ethiopia to the wider world. The Axumite Empire, which flourished between the 1st and 7th centuries, was one of the most powerful kingdoms of its time. Its coins, often made of gold, silver, and bronze, were more than just currency. They were symbols of the empire's wealth, influence, and cultural identity. Each coin bore intricate inscriptions, often in Greek or Ge'ez, the ancient Ethiopian language, along with images of rulers, crosses, and other symbols that reflected the empire's Christian faith and royal authority. What makes these coins particularly fascinating is what they reveal about Axum's place in the ancient world. The inscriptions and designs provide clues about the empire's trade relationships, stretching as far as the Mediterranean, the Arabian Peninsula, and even India. For instance, some coins feature motifs that resemble those found in Roman or Byzantine currency, suggesting a cultural exchange between these powerful civilizations. Others bear symbols of local significance, highlighting the unique identity of the Axumite people. The coins also offer insights into the economic systems of the time. The use of standardized currency indicates a highly organized society with a centralized authority capable of regulating trade and commerce. This level of sophistication challenges the outdated notion that ancient African civilizations were isolated or underdeveloped. Instead, the Axumite coins paint a picture of a vibrant, interconnected empire that played a key role in the global economy of its era. But the significance of these coins goes beyond economics. They also serve as historical records, documenting the reigns of Axumite kings and queens. By studying the inscriptions and portraits on the coins, historians have been able to piece together timelines of Axumite rulers and trace the evolution of the empire's political and religious landscape. For example, the shift from pagan symbols to Christian crosses on the coins reflects the empire's conversion to Christianity in the 4th century, a pivotal moment in Ethiopian history. The discovery of Axumite coins in distant lands further underscores the empire's far-reaching influence. These tiny artifacts have been found in places like Egypt, Yemen, and Sri Lanka, offering tangible evidence of Axum's extensive trade networks. They remind us that Ethiopia was not a remote or isolated kingdom but a central player in the ancient world, connected to distant cultures through commerce and diplomacy. As we examine these coins, we're reminded of the power of small objects to tell big stories. They reveal not only the economic prowess of the Axumite Empire, but also its cultural richness and global connections. Next, we'll delve into the enigmatic Gudit Stelae, mysterious monuments that hint at a turbulent chapter in Ethiopia's history and the legacy of a controversial queen. Now, let's step into the shadows of Ethiopia's past as we uncover the enigmatic Gudit Stelae. These towering stone monuments scattered across the landscape are more than just markers of history. They are silent witnesses to a time of turmoil and transformation. Linked to Queen Gudit, a figure shrouded in mystery and controversy, these stelae offer tantalizing clues about a pivotal era in Ethiopian history. Queen Gudit, often referred to as a warrior queen, is a figure who has sparked debate among historians for centuries. Some portray her as a ruthless conqueror who brought the Axumite Empire to its knees, while others see her as a liberator who challenged the status quo. The Gudit Stelae, believed to be connected to her reign, stand as enduring symbols of this complex and turbulent period. What makes these stelae so intriguing is their unique design and the questions they raise. Unlike the intricately carved obelisks of Axum, the Gudit Stelae are simpler in form, yet their presence is no less striking. Many of these stones are unmarked, their surfaces smooth and devoid of inscriptions, leaving historians to speculate about their purpose. Were they memorials to fallen warriors, markers of territorial boundaries, or perhaps symbols of a new cultural identity emerging from the ashes of the old? The stelae also hint at a time of profound change. The rise of Queen Gudit is often associated with the decline of the Axumite Empire, a once mighty civilization that had dominated the region for centuries. Her reign, which some historians place around the 10th century, is thought to have ushered in a period of upheaval, marked by shifts in power, religion, and culture. The Gudit Stelae, standing tall amidst the ruins of this era, seem to embody the resilience and adaptability of the Ethiopian people during this transformative time. One of the most fascinating aspects of these stelae is their connection to the legend of Queen Gudit herself. According to some accounts, she was a Jewish queen who challenged the Christian rulers of Axum, leading to a dramatic shift in the region's religious landscape. Others suggest she was a local leader who rose to power during a time of political instability. While the details of her story remain debated, the Gudit Stelae serve as a tangible link to her legacy, inviting us to explore the blurred lines between myth and history. As we examine these ancient stones, we're reminded that history is often written by those who hold power, but it is preserved by the artifacts they leave behind. The Gudit Stelae, with their silent presence, challenge us to look beyond the surface and consider the untold stories of those who lived through this era of change. They remind us that even in times of upheaval, culture and identity endure, shaped by the forces of history and the resilience of the human spirit. Next, we'll journey to the Deepen Domo Monastery, a remote and awe-inspiring site that holds secrets of Ethiopia's early Christian heritage and the legends that surround its founding. Now, let's ascend to the heights of Ethiopia's spiritual heritage as we explore the Deepen Domo Monastery. Perched atop a sheer cliff, this ancient site is not only a marvel of architecture, but also a testament to the enduring faith and ingenuity of Ethiopia's early Christians. Reaching this monastery is no small feat. Visitors must climb a rope up a vertical rock face, a journey that feels almost symbolic of the spiritual dedication required to access its sacred halls. Deepen Domo is one of the oldest monasteries in Ethiopia, with its origins tracing back to the 6th century. According to tradition, it was founded by Abuna Aragawi, one of the 9 saints who played a pivotal role in spreading Christianity across the region. The story of its founding is steeped in legend, with tales of divine intervention and miraculous ascents. One popular account claims that Abuna Aragawi was carried to the top of the cliff by a giant serpent, a narrative that underscores the monastery's aura of mystery and holiness. The monastery's architecture is as unique as its location. Built entirely of stone and wood, its structures blend seamlessly with the rugged landscape. The main church, known for its intricate wooden carvings and ancient manuscripts, is a treasure trove of religious art and history. These manuscripts, some of which date back centuries, provide invaluable insights into the development of Ethiopian Christianity and its distinct traditions. What sets Debre Damo apart is not just its physical isolation, but also its spiritual significance. For centuries, it has been a center of monastic life, housing a community of monks who dedicate their lives to prayer, study, and preservation of ancient texts. The monastery's strict rules, including a prohibition on women entering the site, reflect its deep-rooted traditions and the reverence it commands. The legends surrounding Debre Damo challenge conventional narratives of Ethiopian Christianity. While many accounts emphasize the role of foreign missionaries in spreading the faith, the monastery's history highlights the contributions of local figures like Abuna Aragawi. This shift in perspective invites us to reconsider the origins of Christianity in Ethiopia and the ways in which it was shaped by indigenous cultures and leaders. As we reflect on the Debre Damo monastery, we're reminded of the power of faith to inspire extraordinary feats of human creativity and resilience. Its remote location, rich history, and enduring traditions make it a symbol of Ethiopia's spiritual heritage and a living link to its ancient past. Next, we'll step into the grandeur of the Faisal Gebi complex, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that stands as a testament to Ethiopia's imperial legacy and its unique blend of architectural influences. Now, let's journey into the heart of Ethiopia's imperial history as we explore the Faisal Gebi complex, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that stands as a testament to the grandeur and cultural fusion of Ethiopia's past. Nestled in the city of Gondar, this sprawling fortress city served as the residence of Ethiopian emperors for over 2 centuries, earning it the nickname Africa's Camelot. Its walls enclose a treasure trove of palaces, churches, and administrative buildings, each telling a story of power, faith, and artistic innovation. The Faisal Gebi complex was established in the 17th century by Emperor Fasilides, who sought to create a permanent capital that reflected the might and sophistication of his empire. Unlike the nomadic courts of earlier rulers, Fasilides envisioned a centralized seat of power, and the result was a stunning architectural marvel that blended Ethiopian traditions with influences from Europe, the Middle East, and beyond. One of the most striking features of the complex is its unique architectural style. The structures within Faisal Gebi showcase a fascinating mix of indigenous Ethiopian design and foreign elements. For instance, the castles and palaces feature towering stone walls, arched windows, and intricate wooden balconies, reminiscent of medieval European fortresses. Yet they are adorned with Ethiopian motifs such as crosses and geometric patterns, reflecting the nation's deep Christian heritage. The complex also includes several churches, each with its own distinct character. One of the most notable is the Church of Debre Birhan Selassie, renowned for its breathtaking ceiling frescoes depicting angelic faces. These artworks not only highlight the artistic prowess of Ethiopian craftsmen, but also serve as a visual representation of the empire's spiritual devotion. Beyond its architectural splendor, Faisal Gebi played a pivotal role in Ethiopia's political and cultural history. It was here that emperors held court, made decisions that shaped the nation, and hosted foreign dignitaries. The complex became a symbol of Ethiopia's resilience and independence, particularly during a time when much of Africa was being colonized by European powers. Its very existence challenges the narrative of African subjugation, showcasing Ethiopia's ability to maintain its sovereignty and cultural identity. The Faisal Gebi complex is more than just a collection of buildings. It's a living testament to Ethiopia's ability to adapt and thrive amidst changing times. Its blend of local and foreign influences reflects the empire's openness to external ideas while remaining firmly rooted in its own traditions. As we leave the grandeur of Faisal Gebi behind, we'll turn our attention to another symbol of Ethiopia's resistance to colonialism, the Tewodros II cannon, a massive artifact that tells a story of defiance and national pride. Now, let's shift our focus to a powerful symbol of Ethiopia's defiance and resilience, the Tewodros II cannon. This massive artifact, forged in the 19th century, stands as a testament to Ethiopia's determination to resist foreign domination and preserve its sovereignty. Named after Emperor Tewodros II, one of Ethiopia's most iconic rulers, this cannon is more than just a weapon. It's a symbol of national pride and a turning point in the nation's history. Emperor Tewodros II, often referred to as Ethiopia's first modernizer, sought to unify the country and strengthen its defenses against external threats. During his reign, he recognized the growing influence of European powers in Africa and the need for Ethiopia to modernize its military. The Tewodros II cannon was part of his ambitious plan to equip his army with advanced weaponry, showcasing his vision of a strong, independent Ethiopia. The cannon's creation was no small feat. Crafted by Ethiopian artisans under the emperor's direction, it was one of the largest artillery pieces of its time. Its sheer size and weight were a statement of Ethiopia's technological capabilities and resourcefulness. But beyond its physical attributes, the cannon became a symbol of resistance. When British forces invaded Ethiopia in the 1860s, seeking to free European hostages held by Tewodros, the emperor refused to back down. Instead, he fortified his position at the mountain fortress of Magdala, where the cannon played a crucial role in the defense. Though the conflict ultimately ended in tragedy with Tewodros's death, the cannon's legacy endured. It became a powerful reminder of Ethiopia's refusal to succumb to colonial pressures, a rare feat in an era when much of Africa was being carved up by European powers. The story of the Tewodros II cannon challenges the narrative of African subjugation, highlighting Ethiopia's unique ability to maintain its independence and resist foreign control. Today, the cannon stands as a monument to Ethiopia's enduring spirit. It serves as a reminder of the sacrifices made by those who fought to protect the nation's sovereignty, and a symbol of the pride that continues to define Ethiopia's identity. As we reflect on this remarkable artifact, we're reminded that history is not just shaped by victories, but also by the courage to stand firm in the face of overwhelming odds. With this powerful symbol of resistance in mind, we'll now turn our attention to another architectural wonder, the Gondar castles, a series of fairy tale-like structures that reflect Ethiopia's engagement with global powers during the 17th century. Now, let's step into a world of architectural splendor and royal ambition as we explore the Gondar castles. Nestled in the highlands of northern Ethiopia, these fairy tale-like structures are often referred to as the Camelot of Africa. Built during the 17th century, the castles of Gondar stand as a testament to Ethiopia's unique blend of indigenous traditions and European influences, showcasing a fascinating chapter in the nation's history. The Gondar castles were constructed under the reign of Emperor Fasilides, who founded the city of Gondar as Ethiopia's new capital in the 1630s. This marked a significant shift in the country's political and cultural landscape. Fasilides envisioned Gondar as a center of power and prestige, and the castles became the heart of this vision. Unlike the Rock-Hewn churches of Lalibela or the ancient Stelae of Axum, the Gondar castles reflect a distinctly European architectural style, with their towering stone walls, arched windows, and intricate detailing. But how did European design elements find their way into the heart of Ethiopia? The answer lies in the country's growing engagement with global powers during this period. By the 17th century, Ethiopia had established diplomatic ties with European nations, including Portugal and Spain. These connections brought not only new ideas but also skilled craftsmen and architects who contributed to the construction of the castles. The result was a stunning fusion of Ethiopian and European aesthetics, creating a unique architectural legacy that still captivates visitors today. The castles were more than just royal residences. They were symbols of Ethiopia's ambition to assert itself as a major player on the global stage. Vassalides and his successors used the castles to host foreign dignitaries, showcasing Ethiopia's wealth, sophistication, and cultural richness. The Fassal Gebi, or royal enclosure, which houses the castles, became a hub of political and cultural activity, reflecting the empire's growing influence and prestige. One of the most striking features of the Gondar castles is their sheer diversity. Each ruler added their own touch, resulting in a complex of buildings that vary in style and purpose. From the grand Fassalides castle with its commanding presence to the more intimate and ornate structures built by later emperors, the castles offer a glimpse into the evolving tastes and priorities of Ethiopia's rulers. Today, the Gondar castles are an UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized for their historical and architectural significance. They stand as a reminder of Ethiopia's ability to adapt and innovate, blending foreign influences with local traditions to create something truly unique. As we walk through the ruins of these magnificent structures, we're transported back to a time when Gondar was the beating heart of an empire, a place where cultures converged and history was made. With the grandeur of the Gondar castles still fresh in our minds, we'll now journey to another remarkable site, the Harar Jugol Walls, a testament to Ethiopia's Islamic heritage and cultural diversity. Now, let's shift our focus to the ancient city of Harar, where history and culture intertwine within the towering Harar Jugol Walls. Known as the City of Saints, Harar is one of the oldest and most revered cities in Ethiopia, and its walls stand as a testament to its rich Islamic heritage and enduring legacy. Built in the 16th century, these formidable walls were designed to protect the city from external threats, but they also served as a symbol of Harar's cultural and religious significance. The Harar Jugol walls stretch for more than 3 kilometers, encircling the old city and creating a fortified sanctuary. Constructed during the reign of Emir Nur ibn Mujahid, a prominent leader in Harar's history, the walls were built to defend against invasions and to preserve the city's unique identity. Harar had long been a center of Islamic learning and trade, and the walls were a physical manifestation of its importance as a hub of culture and spirituality. With 5 historic gates leading into the city, each named after a significant figure or event, the walls not only provided security but also marked the boundaries of a thriving community. What makes the Harar Jugol walls particularly fascinating is their role in shaping the city's cultural landscape. Within these walls, Harar developed a distinct identity, blending Islamic traditions with local customs. The city became a melting pot of cultures, attracting scholars, traders, and artisans from across the region. This cultural exchange is still evident today in Harar's vibrant markets, its unique architecture, and its rich traditions, such as the famous hyena feeding ritual, which has become a symbol of the city's harmonious relationship with nature. The walls also reflect Harar's resilience and adaptability. Over the centuries, the city faced numerous challenges, from invasions to political upheavals, yet it managed to preserve its heritage and maintain its status as a center of Islamic culture. The Harar Jugol walls, now an UNESCO World Heritage Site, stand as a reminder of this enduring legacy. They are not just a physical barrier, but a symbol of the city's ability to protect and nurture its traditions while embracing change. As we explore the narrow, winding streets within the walls, we're transported to a world where history feels alive. The ancient mosques, the colorful houses adorned with intricate designs, and the bustling markets all tell the story of a city that has thrived for centuries. The Harar Jugol walls are more than just a relic of the past. They are a living testament to Ethiopia's Islamic heritage and its cultural diversity. With the story of Harar's walls still echoing in our minds, we'll now turn our attention to another remarkable site, the Beta Israel synagogues, which offer a glimpse into Ethiopia's Jewish community and their unique religious practices. Now, let's journey into the heart of Ethiopia's Jewish heritage as we uncover the story of the Beta Israel synagogues. These sacred spaces offer a rare glimpse into the lives and traditions of Ethiopia's Jewish community, known as the Beta Israel or House of Israel. For centuries, this community has preserved a unique form of Judaism, one that challenges conventional narratives and sheds light on the diverse expressions of faith across the globe. The Beta Israel synagogues are more than just places of worship. They are living testaments to a community's resilience and devotion. Nestled in the highlands of northern Ethiopia, these synagogues served as the spiritual and cultural centers for the Beta Israel, who trace their origins back to ancient times. According to their traditions, the Beta Israel are descendants of the Israelite tribe of Dan, who migrated to Ethiopia during the time of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. This connection to biblical history has shaped their identity and religious practices, which differ in fascinating ways from mainstream Judaism. One of the most striking aspects of the Beta Israel's religious practices is their adherence to ancient customs that have largely disappeared elsewhere. For example, their synagogues, known as masjid, are simple structures made of local materials, reflecting a deep connection to their environment. Inside, the focus is on the tabat, a replica of the Ark of the Covenant, which holds a central place in their worship. Unlike other Jewish communities, the Beta Israel do not use Torah scrolls in the same way. Instead, their religious texts are written in Ge'ez, an ancient Ethiopian language, and their rituals include unique prayers and songs that have been passed down through generations. The history of the Beta Israel is also a story of struggle and survival. For centuries, they faced isolation and persecution, yet they managed to preserve their faith and traditions. Their synagogues became sanctuaries where they could gather, pray, and maintain their identity. In the 20th century, many Beta Israel were airlifted to Israel in a series of dramatic rescue missions, leaving behind their synagogues and ancestral homes. Today, these synagogues stand as poignant reminders of a community that once thrived in Ethiopia, offering valuable insights into their enduring legacy. What makes the Beta Israel synagogues particularly significant is how they challenge traditional narratives of Judaism. Their practices, rooted in ancient traditions, highlight the diversity of Jewish expression and the adaptability of faith across different cultures and geographies. By studying these synagogues, we gain a deeper understanding of how religion evolves and how communities preserve their heritage in the face of adversity. As we reflect on the Beta Israel synagogues, we're reminded of the rich tapestry of Ethiopia's history, where diverse cultures and faiths have coexisted for centuries. These synagogues are not just relics of the past, they are symbols of a vibrant community that continues to inspire and educate. With this exploration of Ethiopia's Jewish heritage complete, we'll now turn our attention to the ancient port city of Adulis, where the ruins tell a story of trade, connection, and cultural exchange. Now let's set sail to the ancient port city of Adulis, a bustling hub of trade and cultural exchange that once connected Ethiopia to the wider world. Nestled along the Red Sea coast, Adulis was more than just a port. It was a gateway that linked the Axumite Empire to distant lands, from the Roman Empire to India and beyond. The ruins of this once thriving city offer a fascinating glimpse into Ethiopia's role as a key player in ancient global trade networks. Adulis was the lifeblood of the Axumite Empire's economy, serving as a vital link between the African interior and the maritime routes of the Red Sea. Ships laden with ivory, gold, spices, and exotic animals would dock here, their goods destined for markets as far away as Rome and Persia. In return, Adulis received luxury items like glassware, textiles, and wine, evidence of which has been uncovered in the ruins. This exchange of goods wasn't just about commerce, it was also a meeting of cultures, ideas, and technologies that shaped the development of the region. The ruins of Adulis tell a story of a city that was both cosmopolitan and deeply rooted in its local traditions. Archaeologists have uncovered remnants of grand buildings, including a large basilica that hints at the city's early Christian heritage. The layout of the city, with its wide streets and organized marketplaces, reflects the sophistication of Axumite urban planning. But perhaps the most intriguing discoveries are the inscriptions and artifacts that reveal Adulis' connections to the Roman Empire. For example, Roman coins and pottery fragments found at the site provide tangible evidence of the trade routes that once linked these two great civilizations. What makes Adulis particularly significant is how it challenges the notion of ancient Ethiopia as an isolated kingdom. The ruins show that the Axumite Empire was not only aware of the wider world but actively engaged with it. Through Adulis, Ethiopia became a bridge between Africa, the Mediterranean, and Asia, playing a crucial role in the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures. This port city was a melting pot where diverse peoples and traditions intersected, leaving behind a legacy that continues to captivate historians and archaeologists today. As we explore the remnants of Adulis, we're reminded of the interconnectedness of ancient civilizations. The ruins stand as a testament to Ethiopia's enduring influence and its ability to thrive in a world of constant change. With this journey through the ancient port complete, we'll now turn our attention to the Kibbe-Nijist manuscript, a medieval text that weaves together history, legend, and the very identity of Ethiopia itself. Now, let's turn the pages of history to uncover the Kibbe-Nijist manuscript, a medieval text that holds the key to Ethiopia's legendary past and its enduring sense of identity. Known as the Glory of the Kings, this ancient manuscript is more than just a historical document. It's a cornerstone of Ethiopian culture, weaving together history, religion, and myth into a narrative that has shaped the nation for centuries. The Kibbe-Nijist tells the story of Ethiopia's Solomonic dynasty, tracing its origins back to the biblical union of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. According to the text, their son, Menelik I, became the first emperor of Ethiopia, establishing a royal lineage that claimed divine favor and a direct connection to the biblical kings of Israel. This powerful narrative not only legitimized the rule of Ethiopia's emperors, but also reinforced the nation's identity as a chosen people with a sacred destiny. What makes the Kibbe-Nijist so fascinating is its blend of historical fact and legendary storytelling. While some scholars debate the accuracy of its claims, there's no denying the profound impact it has had on Ethiopian culture and politics. For centuries, the manuscript served as a source of pride and unity, reinforcing the idea that Ethiopia was a unique and divinely favored nation. It also played a crucial role in shaping the country's resistance to external influences, from colonial powers to religious missionaries, by emphasizing Ethiopia's ancient and independent heritage. The manuscript's influence extends beyond politics and into the realm of art and religion. Its vivid descriptions of Solomon's court, the Queen of Sheba's journey to Jerusalem, and the transfer of the Ark of the Covenant to Ethiopia have inspired countless works of literature, music, and visual art. Even today, the Kibbe-Nijist remains a symbol of Ethiopia's rich spiritual and cultural legacy, celebrated in festivals and religious ceremonies across the country. As we reflect on the Kibbe-Nijist, we're reminded of the power of storytelling to shape a nation's identity. This medieval text isn't just a relic of the past, it's a living testament to Ethiopia's enduring pride and resilience. With this exploration of the Kibbe-Nijist complete, we'll now journey to the Rock-Hewn churches, where early Christian architecture reveals yet another layer of Ethiopia's fascinating history. Now, as we step into the next chapter of Ethiopia's historical tapestry, we find ourselves standing before the Rock-Hewn churches, a remarkable testament to the early spread of Christianity in this ancient land. Nestled in the Tigray region, these churches are not just places of worship but also windows into a time when Christianity was taking root in Ethiopia, shaping its culture and architecture in profound ways. The Wukro churches, carved directly into the rugged rock faces, are a stunning example of early Christian architecture. Their construction reflects a blend of ingenuity and devotion, as builders transformed natural rock formations into sacred spaces. The churches are adorned with intricate carvings, ancient frescoes, and symbolic motifs that tell stories of faith, resilience, and the spread of Christianity across the region. These artistic elements not only highlight the skill of their creators, but also serve as a visual record of the religious beliefs and practices of the time. What makes the Wukro churches particularly fascinating is their role in understanding how Christianity spread in Ethiopia. These structures date back to the 4th century, a period when Christianity was officially adopted as the state religion under King Azana. The churches stand as physical evidence of this transformative era, offering insights into how early Christian communities organized themselves, worshipped, and integrated their faith into daily life. They also reflect the influence of neighboring cultures, particularly the Byzantine Empire, which played a significant role in shaping early Christian art and architecture. One of the most striking features of the Wukro churches is their adaptability to the natural landscape. Built into cliffs and mountainsides, these churches were designed to blend seamlessly with their surroundings, a testament to the harmony between faith and nature. This architectural approach not only provided practical benefits, such as protection from the elements and invaders, but also symbolized the spiritual connection between the divine and the earthly realm. As we explore these ancient churches, we're reminded of the enduring legacy of Ethiopia's Christian heritage. The Wukro churches are more than just relics of the past. They are living monuments that continue to inspire and connect people to their spiritual roots. Their preservation and study offer valuable lessons about the resilience of faith and the power of architecture to tell stories that transcend time. With the Wukro churches behind us, our journey now leads us to the Saf Omar caves, where the mysteries of Ethiopia's pre-Christian spiritual practices await. Now, as we venture deeper into Ethiopia's ancient past, we arrive at the Saf Omar caves, a natural wonder that holds secrets of a time long before Christianity took root in the region. These sprawling limestone caves, located in the Baal zone, are not only a geological marvel but also a sacred site that offers a glimpse into the spiritual practices of Ethiopia's pre-Christian era. Stretching over 15 kilometers, the caves are among the longest in Africa, with winding passages and towering chambers that evoke a sense of awe and mystery. The Saf Omar caves have been a place of reverence for centuries, serving as a spiritual sanctuary for local communities. Long before the arrival of Christianity, these caves were believed to be a site of worship where ancient peoples gathered to honor their deities and perform rituals. The caves are named after Sheikh Saf Omar, a Muslim saint who is said to have used them as a refuge during his travels, adding another layer of religious significance to this already sacred space. This blending of spiritual traditions highlights the cave's enduring role as a place of pilgrimage and reflection. What makes the Saf Omar caves particularly intriguing is how they challenge our understanding of Ethiopia's pre-Christian spiritual practices. The cave's natural formations, such as the towering columns and arched chambers, were likely seen as manifestations of the divine, inspiring rituals and ceremonies that connected people to the spiritual world. Archaeological evidence suggests that these caves were used for both communal gatherings and private meditation, offering a rare window into the spiritual lives of ancient Ethiopians. The presence of ancient artifacts, including pottery and tools, further underscores their importance as a site of cultural and religious activity. The caves also reveal the deep connection between nature and spirituality in pre-Christian Ethiopia. Unlike the Rock-Hewn churches of Lalibela or the Wukro churches, which were shaped by human hands, The Saf Omar caves are a product of natural forces, yet they were no less sacred. This distinction challenges the notion that sacred spaces must be man-made, suggesting instead that the natural world itself was seen as a manifestation of the divine. This perspective offers a fresh understanding of how ancient Ethiopians viewed their relationship with the environment and the spiritual realm. As we explore the Saf Omar caves, we're reminded of the rich tapestry of Ethiopia's spiritual history. These caves stand as a testament to the diversity of religious practices that have shaped the region over millennia, from ancient rituals to Islamic traditions. Their preservation and study provide valuable insights into the beliefs and practices of Ethiopia's earliest inhabitants, offering a deeper appreciation for the complexity of its cultural heritage. With the mysteries of the Saf Omar caves behind us, our journey now takes us to the Stelae, where the inscriptions and symbols of the Axumite Empire await to reveal more about Ethiopia's ancient political and religious systems. Moving forward in our exploration, we now turn our attention to the Stelae, a collection of ancient monuments that stand as silent witnesses to the grandeur of the Axumite Empire. These towering stone structures, located in the Tigray region, are more than just markers of the past. They are intricate records of a civilization that once dominated the Horn of Africa. Carved with inscriptions and symbols, the Stelae offer a rare glimpse into the political and religious systems that shaped the Axumite Empire, revealing a society deeply intertwined with both earthly power and spiritual devotion. The stelae themselves are striking in their craftsmanship, with many featuring intricate carvings that depict scenes of royal authority and religious significance. Some of these monuments are believed to have served as markers for royal tombs, while others may have been erected to commemorate significant events or victories. The inscriptions, often written in Ge'ez, the ancient language of Ethiopia, provide valuable insights into the empire's governance, including the names of rulers, their achievements, and the laws that govern their people. These texts are not just historical records, they are a testament to the sophistication of Axumite society, showcasing their ability to document and preserve their legacy in stone. What makes the Stelae particularly fascinating is how they reflect the dual nature of the Axumite Empire, where politics and religion were deeply intertwined. Many of the inscriptions include references to the gods worshipped by the Axumites, as well as prayers and dedications that highlight the spiritual dimension of their rulers' authority. This blending of the sacred and the secular suggests that the Axumite kings were not just political leaders but also spiritual figures, seen as intermediaries between the divine and their people. The stelae, therefore, serve as a bridge between the earthly and the divine, offering a unique perspective on how the Axumites understood their place in the world. The symbols carved into the stelae also provide clues about the empire's religious practices and beliefs. Some of the carvings depict crosses, reflecting the empire's eventual conversion to Christianity, while others feature older symbols tied to pre-Christian traditions. This duality underscores the cultural and religious shifts that occurred during the Axumite period, as the empire transitioned from its ancient roots to embrace new faiths. The Stelae, in this sense, are not just static monuments, they are dynamic records of a society in flux, capturing the evolution of its identity over time. As we examine these ancient stones, we're reminded of the Axumite Empire's enduring legacy. The Stelae are more than just relics of the past, they are keys to understanding a civilization that played a pivotal role in shaping Ethiopia's history. Through their inscriptions and symbols, they reveal a world where power and faith were inseparable, offering a window into the minds and hearts of those who lived centuries ago. With the mysteries of the Stelae now unveiled, our journey continues to the Ankoba Palace, where the echoes of Ethiopia's resistance to European colonization await to tell their story. Now, as we step into the shadow of the Ankoba Palace, we find ourselves standing at the crossroads of Ethiopia's struggle for sovereignty. This once majestic royal residence, perched high in the rugged hills of the Amhara region, is more than just a collection of crumbling walls. It's a symbol of defiance and resilience. Built during the reign of Emperor Menelik II, the Ankober Palace served as a strategic stronghold and a testament to Ethiopia's determination to resist European colonization during the late 19th century. The palace itself, though now in ruins, still carries the echoes of its former grandeur. Its elevated position offered a commanding view of the surrounding landscape, a deliberate choice that underscored its role as both a royal residence and a military fortress. Emperor Menelik II, one of Ethiopia's most revered leaders, used Ankober as a base to consolidate his power and prepare for the challenges that lay ahead. It was from here that he orchestrated his campaigns, uniting the fractured regions of Ethiopia and laying the groundwork for the nation's eventual victory over Italian forces at the Battle of Adwa in 1896. What makes Ankober particularly significant is its connection to this pivotal moment in Ethiopian history. The palace stands as a physical reminder of the strategies and sacrifices that defined Menelik's reign. It was here that he gathered his advisors, planned his military maneuvers, and forged alliances that would prove crucial in defending Ethiopia's independence. The Battle of Adwa, often hailed as a turning point in African history, was not just a military triumph, it was a declaration to the world that Ethiopia would not be subjugated. And the Ankober Palace, with its commanding presence, played a central role in that story. Beyond its military significance, the palace also reflects the cultural and architectural ingenuity of its time. The ruins hint at a structure that blended traditional Ethiopian design with elements influenced by foreign contacts, showcasing the empire's ability to adapt and innovate. Yet, despite these influences, the palace remained distinctly Ethiopian, a symbol of the nation's enduring identity in the face of external pressures. As we walk among the remnants of Ankober, we're reminded of the courage and vision of Emperor Menelik II. His leadership not only preserved Ethiopia's independence but also inspired generations to come. The palace, though weathered by time, continues to stand as a monument to that legacy, a testament to a nation's refusal to bow to colonial ambitions. With the story of Ankober now behind us, our journey takes us next to the serene shores of Lake Tana, where ancient monasteries hold secrets of Ethiopia's spiritual heritage. Now, as we leave the rugged hills of Ankober behind, our journey brings us to the tranquil waters of Lake Tana, the largest lake in Ethiopia and a place of profound spiritual significance. Nestled on its many islands and peninsulas are the ancient Lake Tana monasteries, timeless sanctuaries that have safeguarded Ethiopia's Christian heritage for centuries. These monasteries are not just places of worship, they are living museums, preserving some of the most precious religious artifacts and traditions in the country. Lake Tana itself is a natural wonder, its vast expanse of water shimmering under the Ethiopian sun. But it's the monasteries scattered across its islands that truly capture the imagination. Many of these structures date back to the 13th and 14th centuries, a time when Christianity was flourishing in Ethiopia. Each monastery is a treasure trove of history, art, and faith, offering a glimpse into the spiritual life of medieval Ethiopia. One of the most remarkable aspects of these monasteries is their collection of religious artifacts. Inside their walls, you'll find ancient manuscripts, intricately painted icons, and sacred relics that have been carefully preserved for generations. These artifacts are not just objects of devotion, they are windows into the past, revealing the rich theological and artistic traditions of Ethiopian Christianity. The vibrant frescoes that adorn the walls of many monasteries, for example, depict biblical scenes and saints in a style that is uniquely Ethiopian, blending local artistic traditions with influences from the wider Christian world. The monasteries also play a crucial role in preserving Ethiopia's Christian heritage. For centuries, they have served as centers of learning and spirituality, where monks have dedicated their lives to prayer, study, and the preservation of sacred texts. Some of the oldest and most important manuscripts in Ethiopia, including copies of the Bible and theological works, are housed in these monasteries. These texts are not only religious documents, they are also historical records offering insights into the beliefs, practices, and daily life of Ethiopia's Christian communities over the centuries. But the Lake Tona monasteries are more than just repositories of the past. They are active religious communities where the traditions of Ethiopian Christianity continue to thrive. Visitors to these sacred sites often witness monks chanting ancient hymns, performing rituals, and maintaining the timeless practices that have been passed down through generations. This living connection to the past makes the monasteries not just historical landmarks, but vibrant centers of faith and culture. As we explore these serene islands and their sacred spaces, we're reminded of the enduring power of faith and tradition. The Lake Tona monasteries stand as a testament to Ethiopia's deep Christian roots, preserving a heritage that has shaped the nation's identity for over a millennium. With the spiritual legacy of Lake Tona now behind us, our next destination takes us to the ancient city of Negash, where the story of Islam in Ethiopia unfolds in a remarkable way. As we journey from the serene waters of Lake Tona, our path now leads us to the historic town of Negash, home to one of Ethiopia's most significant Islamic landmarks, the Negash Mosque. This ancient mosque stands as a powerful symbol of Ethiopia's long-standing tradition of religious tolerance and its pivotal role in the early spread of Islam. The Negash Mosque is believed to be one of the oldest mosques in Africa, with its origins tracing back to the 7th century. According to tradition, it was built to honor a group of early Muslim followers who sought refuge in Ethiopia during the lifetime of the Prophet Muhammad. Fleeing persecution in Mecca, these followers were welcomed by the Christian ruler of Axum, who granted them protection and allowed them to practice their faith freely. This act of kindness is often cited as a defining moment in Ethiopia's history, showcasing the country's commitment to religious coexistence. The mosque itself is a modest yet deeply significant structure, reflecting the simplicity and humility of its early worshippers. Its architecture, though unassuming, carries the weight of centuries of history. The surrounding area, known as Negash, is often referred to as the Second Medina, due to its importance in Islamic history. For many, this site is not just a place of worship but a living testament to the bonds of faith and humanity that have shaped Ethiopia's identity. What makes the Negash Mosque particularly remarkable is how it embodies Ethiopia's unique position as a crossroads of cultures and religions. While the country is often celebrated for its Christian heritage, the presence of this ancient mosque highlights the equally rich Islamic traditions that have flourished here for over a millennium. It serves as a reminder that Ethiopia has long been a land where diverse faiths have coexisted and thrived side by side. Today, the Negash Mosque continues to be a place of pilgrimage and prayer, drawing visitors from across the world who come to pay their respects and reflect on its historical significance. The mosque also stands as a beacon of Ethiopia's enduring spirit of tolerance, a value that has allowed the nation to navigate its complex religious landscape with grace and unity. As we leave the peaceful grounds of Negash, our exploration of Ethiopia's ancient relics takes us to another enigmatic site, the Tiya stone circles, where the mysteries of Ethiopia's prehistoric cultures await. Now, as we step away from the spiritual echoes of Negash, our journey brings us to a site shrouded in mystery and intrigue, the Tiya stone circles. Nestled in the heart of Ethiopia's southern region, these enigmatic stone formations have puzzled archaeologists and historians for decades. Standing tall and silent, the stones seem to whisper secrets of a time long forgotten, inviting us to unravel their story. The Tiya stone circles consist of over 40 megalithic stones, some reaching heights of up to 3 meters. What makes these stones particularly fascinating are the intricate carvings etched into their surfaces. Symbols of swords, plants, and other mysterious figures adorn the stones, sparking endless debates about their meaning. While their exact purpose remains unclear, many experts believe these stones are linked to ancient burial practices, serving as markers for graves or ceremonial sites. What's truly remarkable about the Tiya stone circles is how they challenge our understanding of Ethiopia's prehistoric cultures. Unlike the more well-documented Axumite or medieval periods, the era to which these stones belong remains largely a mystery. The carvings suggest a society with a complex system of symbols and rituals, hinting at a level of sophistication that predates many of the civilizations we often associate with Ethiopia's history. Some theories propose that the stones were part of a larger network of megalithic sites, possibly used for astronomical observations or as territorial markers. Others argue that they were central to funerary rites, honoring the dead in ways that reflect the spiritual beliefs of the time. Whatever their purpose, the Tiya stone circles stand as a testament to the ingenuity and creativity of Ethiopia's ancient peoples. Designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Tiya stone circles continue to captivate visitors and researchers alike. Their silent presence offers a rare glimpse into a world that existed long before written records, challenging us to rethink what we know about Ethiopia's prehistoric past. As we walk among these ancient stones, we're reminded of the countless stories still waiting to be uncovered, each one adding a new layer to the rich tapestry of Ethiopian history. With the mysteries of Tiya still lingering in our minds, our exploration now leads us to the final relic on our list, the legendary ruins of Sheba's palace, where myth and history intertwine in ways that continue to captivate the imagination. Now, as we venture into the realm of legend and lore, we arrive at the final relic of our journey, the ruins of Sheba's palace. These ancient remnants, steeped in myth and mystery, have long been associated with one of history's most enigmatic figures, the Queen of Sheba. Her story, woven into the fabric of Ethiopian tradition, blurs the lines between myth and history, leaving us to wonder where truth ends and legend begins. The ruins, located near the town of Axum, are said to be the remnants of a grand palace that once belonged to the Queen of Sheba. According to Ethiopian tradition, she was a powerful and wise ruler who traveled to Jerusalem to meet King Solomon, a journey that would forever link her legacy to Ethiopia's cultural and religious identity. The palace ruins, though weathered by time, still evoke a sense of grandeur, hinting at the opulence and sophistication of her reign. Archaeologists have uncovered evidence of a large, complex structure at the site, with walls, courtyards, and artifacts that suggest it was once a center of power and wealth. While there is no definitive proof that these ruins belonged to the Queen of Sheba, the connection is deeply rooted in Ethiopian tradition. The Kebra Nagast, Ethiopia's national epic, recounts the story of her union with Solomon and the birth of their son, Menelik, who is believed to have brought the Ark of the Covenant to Ethiopia. This narrative has shaped Ethiopia's identity for centuries, intertwining its history with the legends of the Queen of Sheba. What makes these ruins so fascinating is how they challenge our understanding of history. While some scholars view the Queen of Sheba as a mythical figure, others argue that she may have been a real historical queen, possibly ruling over the ancient kingdom of Saba in present-day Yemen or Ethiopia. The ruins of her supposed palace add weight to this debate, offering tantalizing clues about a civilization that thrived in the region thousands of years ago. As we stand among these ancient stones, we're reminded of the power of storytelling. Whether the Queen of Sheba was a historical figure or a legendary one, her story has left an indelible mark on Ethiopia's cultural heritage. The ruins of her palace serve as a bridge between myth and history, inviting us to explore the rich tapestry of Ethiopia's past and the enduring legacy of one of its most iconic figures. And so, with the echoes of Sheba's legend still resonating, we conclude our journey through Ethiopia's ancient relics. each artifact and site we've explored has offered a glimpse into a history that is as complex as it is captivating, challenging us to rethink what we know about the past. From the Ark of the Covenant to the ruins of Sheba's palace, these relics remind us that history is not just a collection of facts, it's a story waiting to be uncovered, one stone at a time. As we bring our exploration of Ethiopia's ancient relics to a close, it's impossible not to marvel at the profound impact these 25 artifacts and sites have had on our understanding of history. From the legendary Ark of the Covenant to the enigmatic ruins of Sheba's palace, each relic has offered a unique window into a past that is as mysterious as it is magnificent. Together, they paint a picture of a civilization that was not only advanced but deeply connected to the broader world, challenging the conventional narratives that often overlook Africa's contributions to human history. These relics remind us that history is not a static collection of facts but a living, evolving story. They invite us to question what we think we know and to consider the possibility that the past holds secrets we have yet to uncover. Whether it's the towering obelisks of Axum, the rock-hewn churches of Lalibela, or the ancient coins that reveal Ethiopia's vast trade networks, each artifact tells a story of innovation, resilience, and cultural richness. But beyond their historical significance, these relics also serve as a call to action. They encourage us to look beyond the textbooks and explore the world with fresh eyes. Ethiopia's heritage is not just a treasure for its people, it's a gift to humanity, offering lessons and inspiration for all of us. So, what do you think? Do these relics rewrite history as we know it? Have they sparked your curiosity to learn more about Ethiopia's incredible past? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you're as fascinated by these ancient wonders as we are, why not plan a visit to Ethiopia? There's no better way to experience the magic of these relics than to see them for yourself. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an adventure into the mysteries of the past. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep uncovering the stories that shape our world.